Hi, it's me again with CorelDraw tips and tricks. Pretty cool little design. I'm going to try to do a little bit better. I don't like this right in here, but pretty easy. Just take an ellipse or take your ellipse tool and do not hold down the control button to kind of get an oblong ellipse. I'm going to control D to make a duplicate, and then I'm going to move it over about like that. Then I'm going to group this together, control G. Control D to duplicate it, and I'm going to mirror it or rotate it 90 degrees. Now, I'm going to group this together, and I'm going to hit P, which is pretty important. We're going to make it something even, so we're going to make it like 16 inches. Then we can take an ellipse, holding down the control button, and make it 16 inches and hit P, and then that way we kind of got our outline. It's not perfect, but it's we could actually probably make that grow a little bit. Holding down the shift key, bring it out just a little bit so it touches. I think it's because Corel's measuring it from right there. Then what I would do is take let's zoom in on this just as 1/4 of it. I would take a 2-point line and go from that node to that node. Woo, I got the freehand tool. 2-point line, go from that node to that node. Missed it, so I'm going to hit delete, just kind of start over. Now I'm going to take my virtual segment delete key and delete that line and delete that line. I'm going to go ahead and delete that line and that line. So now I'm actually going to group this together so I can move it out of the way, control G. But I'm going to take the Smart Fill tool. I'm going to use a different color this time. Smart Fill, let's go with this light blue and let's fill in these 3 parts. Now and this is where your artistic talent would show up. I don't have any, so I'm just going to go here and make this a little bit darker. One thing about the interactive fill tool, this will make it kind of a blue line, but if you stay there, you can adjust this and make your darkness, and then always take this out of the way. We want just a little bit of darkness on the edge, or I would at least think. Then we're going to take this one. You've got to select it with the pick tool, get your interactive fill tool, and come from the top downwardly. And we're going to put a little black in there. And this is, again, just kind of adjust it where you think it looks good. You cannot use the attribute eyedropper because it's coming in a different direction. So click on it, get the interactive fill tool, add a little black. And because we're working in the center of the page, and we group this together, we can hit delete. Now, control G to group it, control D to duplicate, alternate C to make it rotate from the center of the page, and rotate it 90 degrees. Control D, control D. Not that big a deal, and I would maybe even change it up. I don't like this, is maybe a little bit too flat. But when you bring in a black box around it, it really makes it stand out. I mean, look at that. If you print it on something dark. Pretty cool. Hope that helped a little bit, and thank you for watching.